Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this channel. Today I want to pose this question to you. How long does it take your fishes to attain 700 grams body weight? I expect a lot of different answers to this. It can take some people 3 months to attain this from juvenile. At the same time, it can even take some people 1.5 years to attain 0.7 kg body weight. Yes, there are some factors worthy of note. So these factors are what I'm going to be talking about before sharing my own personal experience with you on how I was able to attain 700 grams body weight before 3 months after juvenile. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stay attentive, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to subscribe to this channel. Part of what is worthy of considering is from which stock. When I say stock, I mean the parent stock now. From which stock are they from? Are they from good stock or they are from runt? If you stock your farm with fingerlings or juveniles from runt parents, the probability of you using those fishes is is very low. It's very low. So that is that. Another point worthy of note is water quality. Is your water quality enough to sustain effective life? You need to consider that. Even part of the water quality I'm talking about, the quality water I'm talking about, is the water portable? When I say portable, is this something drinkable? Is it something using your physical examination now? Is it clean enough? How turbid is the water? What about the dissolved oxygen? Now, when I say dissolved oxygen, it's not something you can see with your eyes. That has gone beyond physical examination. But dissolved oxygen now, how rich is your water when it comes to oxygen level? These are some of the things that could result into your fishes being runt or growing the way they are supposed to grow. Even if you have the best seedlings, if these parameters are not well met or compensated for, you may eventually still have a stunted growth on your farm. And another thing that is worthy of considering as a factor as well is the feed. A lot of people just think you just pour in any type of feed to feed your fishes. No. If you are coming into fish farming, it has gone beyond you dumping garbage and expecting you're expecting to have a bounty. No, it doesn't work like that. There is a popular saying that says garbage in, garbage out. If you dump garbage for your fishes to eat, even other livestock, you are going to arrive at garbage. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of your time, I think I've listed some of the factors that might be responsible for stunted growth. Now, back to what I told you at the beginning of the video that I will be sharing with you. I'm going to be giving you some of my own formula, the formula I use for making my own feed once in a while, not almost every time, once in a while. So I'll be sharing with you some percentage, overall percentage crude protein, and for how long you should feed your fishes with them for, especially if you are stocking your farm with juveniles. So shall we? Now here I have a 48% 2 feed. If you have the machine or you have a feed miller around you, you can just give them this formula. This formula is going to give you 48% if and only if you have this type of feed ingredient with this exact crude protein in them. So in my feed, I made use of blood meal, I made use of fish meal, I made use of groundnut cake, I made use of soybean meal, I made use of corn, I also made use of wheat. Then for calcium and phosphorus supply, I made use of DCP, that's dicalcium phosphate, and I made use of fish premix. I think Jubilee fish premix is one of the best in the market, though it's not the only best, but you just make use of that. I use methionine and lysine, and I also made use of other vitamins like the vitamin B complex, that's B12, that's thiamine. I made use of salt. So I was able to come out with 48% overall crude protein. Now let me tell you the percentage inclusion of each. For my blood meal, I only added 10% overall. 10% overall, sorry, in your feed. The palatability of the feed would be degraded, and once it's degraded, your fishes will not respond to the feeds. They will not be eaten. I hope you understand. So then for my fish meal, I made use of 35%. For my GNC, I made use of 10%. And that GNC is just to supplement some of the amino acids that are not in other feed ingredients, especially the arginine. I made use of that GNC for it. For the soybean meal, I added 15% to the feed. For the corn, that corn, it serves as a source of energy, that's carbohydrate for my feed. The percentage inclusion is very low. I made use of 5%. And for my wheat is also a very good source of energy, and is also fibrous in nature, which means it will enhance digestibility in your fishes. So for that, I made use of 25% inclusion. Now back to the calculation, because some of you might be asking me what's the initial crude protein of this feed ingredient. For my blood meal, I went with the literature review, which says the blood meal, it has 80% crude protein in it. So I made use of 10% inclusion. So which means that will automatically give me 8% protein added to my feed. For the fish meal, I made use of a fish meal that has 72% crude protein, and the percentage inclusion was 35%. So that one added 25.2% crude protein to my feed. For the GNC, I told you I used 10%, and for the GNC I used the initial crude protein for that one is 40%. So that one's automatically added 4% of protein. For the soybean meal, I made use of 15%, and when I'm saying percent, it's only that I based my own calculation on 100 kilos of feed. So which means if you are going to be producing a ton, you just multiply whichever information I give you, multiply by 10. If you are making like 50 kg, you just divide the information I'm giving you by 2. That is how to go about it. Okay, so for my corn, I made use of 5 kg of corn, and initial CP of the corn I used yellow corn. It has a 10% initial crude protein. Adding that to my feed gave me 0.5 added protein. For the soya bean, I made use of 15 kg, and the initial crude protein of that soya bean meal I made use of has a 45% CP. Tested in the lab, I did not test it, so I only went with what the laboratory's results told me. I hope you understand now. So for the soya bean meal, it added 6.75% of protein to the overall feed. And the last one, which is the energy giving food, it also has some percentage of protein in it, which is wheat. Wheat, I made use of 25 kg, and for the wheat I used the initial crude protein in that wheat. That's all wheat now. The initial crude protein in it is 15%. So adding 25 kg of that to my feed, I'm able to have additional 3.75 protein in my feed. Now adding everything together, I'm able to have 48.2% crude protein. Some people might be confused watching this video that how do I arrive at these figures I'm calling to you. I've already made a video on how to calculate crude protein. Please find time to watch it. I made two different methods. I made use of two different methods. The first one is a piercing method, and the second one is the try and error method. Personally, I like using try and error method because to me it's faster and it doesn't require you to rack much of your brain nerves before you can arrive at your desired result. However, if you can follow the Pearson square method, is also fine. So for the other additives, I made use of 500 grams of DCP in 100 gram or in 100 kg of feed. 500 grams, that's 0.5 kg of DCP in 100 kg feed. For my fish premix, I made use of 1 kg of fish premix. That fish premix, what it really contains is the vitamins. We have almost all the fat soluble vitamins, vitamins A, D, E, K, and other vitamins, and also other trace elements. They are included in the fish premix. And I made use of methionine. The methionine I use is 500 grams to 100 kg of feed. 500 grams. While for lysine, I made use of 1 kg of lysine to 100 kg of feed. And also, I told you I added other vitamins. In this case, they are water-soluble vitamins like the vitamin B12, that's Bico. Some people call it thiamine or something. If the name is correct, I'm not so sure. I also added some other form of vitamins, especially vitamin C. Vitamin C is very good for your livestock to grow faster. It enhances digestibility, while thiamine, which is B12, B complex, some people call it B complex and shortened to Bico. Bico is responsible to make your fishes to eat more and once they eat more, they will grow faster. And let me share this secret with you. Another secret ingredient you can add to your fish feed is dried ginger. I think gingerbread or something. I've forgotten the botanical name now. Ginger, dried ginger. You can blend it, add little quantity in your feed. It will make your fishes eat more. And even, this ginger, it also has some other medicinal properties in it. This feed that has 48.2%, you can feed your fishes with it for a whole month. If you are able to feed your fishes with it for a whole month after stocking, and if you are going to make this feed, just make it into 2 mm, because at that period, your fishes, they are still small, their mouth are still small. So I want you to use 2 mm dies to pelletize or to extrude your feed. So if you're able to do that for a month, or let's say a month and a half, before your fishes clock 2 months, you'll be having average weight of 500 grams, and before the 3rd month, your fishes averagely would have attained 700 to 800 grams, which means in less than 5 months, your fishes will be more than 1 kg each. But note, I told you have to feed your fishes with this formula for just a month, or maximum a month and a half. A month and a half, because the higher your fishes grow in body weight, the lesser the protein requirements they need. So if you want my other feed formula protein, you can DM me, send me a WhatsApp message, but it's not going to be free. But okay, let me just do it this way. I'm willing to support you, I'm willing to assist you. What I'm going to do is, you have to pay a token. Yeah, you have to pay a token, but I'm going to give it to you. In here, just take a look. Can you see anything? Don't copy my formula. Okay, I have for 3 mm, I have for that 3 mm, the overall crude protein there is 44%. I also have for 4 to 6 mm, and the overall crude protein for that one is 38%. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you're waiting for. Send me a DM. I'm going to respond to you as soon as practicable. But these other ones, they are not for free. I cannot give you everything for free. Besides, you have not subscribed. I've just shared with you some of my little secrets that some other people will be selling to you in form of ebook. But on this channel, the main purpose of creating this channel is to share ideas with you. And feel free to make use of the comment section below this video if you have any other ideas. Let's rub minds together. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody knows it all. So ladies, to your success. Guys, to your success. Let's build wonderful community together. Share this video with your friends. Don't share it with your enemies. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. You just want to steal my content without supporting me. It's unfair. Do the needful. I love you. Bye for now.